Hello and welcome to the Corporate Development Academy, CODAC, an online training series that touches relevant topics for entrepreneurs and individuals alike. Thank you for being a part of our previous episodes and for your comments and support. My name is Chibuzo Okechukwu. Humans were never meant to be in isolation. As the saying goes, no man is an island. It implies that interpersonal relationships in family life, workplaces, and other spheres remain inevitable. As individuals, it's in our nature to have feelings and express them differently each time. People interact with each other daily, both in close proximity and from a distance. The continuous involvement of artificial intelligence in the world means that the capacity to be aware of, control, and express our emotions is of increased importance. That's why today's topic is very valuable. We will be talking about a prerequisite to both personal and professional success. Our topic today is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability for a person to recognize, understand, manage, and effectively handle emotions and also the emotions of others that they interact with. It is being able to use your emotions in positive ways to reduce stress, communicate effectively, overcome difficulties, to empathize with others, and adequately resolve conflicts. Your level of emotional intelligence will determine the quality of your relationships, how you manage daily challenges, communicate with others, and how efficient you are at the things that you do. You see, emotions come and go. In business, your customers might feel satisfied by your services today, but have complaints the next day. Now, how you manage your emotions with each feedback is vital. The ability for you to control your feelings and put into consideration how your customer feels, to better understand and to serve them the best way to satisfy them, is a pointer to your emotional intelligence. As a business, you have to be able to ascribe value to your set goals, your services, and to your customers. Having value for what you do means that you set aside sentiments and develop the business. A business that executes emotional intelligence in dealing with customers will approach their needs in a unique way. Such a venture would successfully understand the importance of communicating to the customers the right way and using the right channels and language. How your customers feel about your service will ultimately affect the growth of the brand. Their feelings towards the business, whether it's disappointment, excitement, gratitude, or if they consider you to be reliable, valuable, and others, this will have an impact on their patronage and in turn affects brand loyalty, customer retention, and satisfaction. This means that you need to have a creative and deliberate way of regularly obtaining customer feedback. Now, whether it is positive or negative, it is advisable to properly understand and manage your emotions and that of the people around you. There are certain areas of your life that can be affected by emotional intelligence, and so it is very important. So let's take a look at three main areas that are most affected by emotional intelligence. Number one, mental health. At every point, your mental state is a direct inference of your emotional balance or an indication of a lack of it, as the case may be. How you deal with day-to-day stress and major life-changing occurrences is a determinant of your mental status, both in the short and long term. Now, here's something you need to understand and accept. In life, different emotions at different times will be felt, whether it's happiness, sadness, excitement, or anger, and others. A time comes where these emotions will come and take place. It is therefore reasonable that rather than identify strongly with them, you experience them with curiosity. By doing this, you realize that while emotions are inevitable, suffering from them can become optional. 2, relationships. Now, relationships are very vital in everyday life. The people around you make up your environment and your immediate circle. Therefore, the ability to properly manage relationships of all kinds is directly related to being able to manage emotions. Understanding the emotions and the emotional needs of a friend, family member, spouse, or even strangers should become a priority. How you respond to these emotions is the foundation for creating and maintaining a balanced, fruitful, and healthy relationship. This is also the same for you as a person. Before you can get your emotional needs met by those around you, you must first communicate those needs effectively. This is usually very difficult and in fact the hardest part of relationships for many individuals. 3, work. Now, this is another vital part that is affected by emotional intelligence. Now, whether you're a business owner or an employee, one of the strategies you can employ is listening. In the workplace, you need to listen to your superiors and to your colleagues to determine what the organization requires from you in order to be efficient. For businesses, the focus should be on providing solutions to problems and meeting the needs or demands of your selected customers. Now, when a business can communicate to customers that their needs are well understood, it keeps the customer satisfied and the business profitable and valuable. This makes the customer loyal to the brand. In an office, an employee is less likely to quit and more productive if they feel that management is sensitive to their feelings and personal needs. This is evidence of good emotional intelligence. So now we're going to look at 5 components of emotional intelligence. They can also be seen as the skills required to develop your emotional intelligence for a balanced mental state and relationships. Number 1, self-awareness. This simply means being able to understand yourself and clearly identifying your strengths and weaknesses. When you are self-aware, you always know how you're feeling and you remain in control. You are aware that your emotions and subsequent actions can affect people and the things around you. Being self-aware means being humble. Now, 2 things you can do to improve your self-awareness is documentation. That is, keep a journal. Write your thoughts and things that you discover about yourself down. Make it clear so that you constantly refer to them. Secondly, slow down. You see, with each rush of emotion, especially anger, it is best to pause and examine yourself. Remember, while you may have no control over what you are made to feel, you can always decide how you react to it. Number 2, self-regulation. Now, consider a man returning home from work, excited about a positive day, eager to cool off at home, or excited about some good news. However, on the way home, his car is hit by another road user. This immediately transformed the emotion of excitement to anger or frustration. Now, the ability to manage this transition in emotions and its effect or the actions that follow is self-regulation. It is used to prevent negative emotions such as anxiety and depression and certain urges that we may rather choose not to respond to. We have to know how and when to switch. These require techniques to transform situations to positive light. Now, some of these techniques are taking walks, meditation, positive distractions, or prayer. You see, self-regulation involves self-control, adaptability, innovation, and trustworthiness. Number 3, self-motivation. For you to set yourself up for achievements, you need to first set positive goals. It is important to always motivate yourself to keep going, as this helps your mind forge ahead and increases the ability for you to keep trying and work harder to succeed. Self-motivation has to do with being optimistic and realistic at the same time while remaining committed to your goals. You need to be able to see the bigger picture of what will follow after a particular emotion is expressed, and then respond with the end in mind and not just satisfy how you feel at that time. You have to be prepared to take the initiative and develop strength to act on opportunities as they come. Emotional intelligence also provides that others can keep you motivated, but this depends on your relationships with them. Number 4, empathy. Empathy is the ability to recognize how others feel by immersing yourself in the emotions that they portray. It is not just feeling sorry for someone for a tragedy, but being able to understand that emotion that they feel at that particular time. This is very important to success in life and in business. For a business, until you are able to experience the needs of your customer, you won't fully understand what to offer. Your ability to discern the feelings behind these needs that the customers have will help you channel resources needed to satisfy them in the right way and proportion. You have to be able to help people around you and cultivate opportunities through diversity. Understanding people makes it easier to benefit from them and also develop yourself in the process. Now, this speaks of cooperation and collaborations in business. Number 5, social skills. Now this is a very important component of emotional intelligence. The development of good interpersonal skills gives a person a unique advantage in the society. Just being able to interact, to negotiate, contribute adequately means that people would always consider you relevant. In today's world, there is easy access to information and technical knowledge, and it makes social skills the more necessary to possess. Now, some of these social skills include communication, leadership, collaboration, conflict management, and change management. For businesses, this speaks of online posts, comments, discussions that you partake in, your interests generally, and your network. It is important to surround yourself and your brand with profitable, positive associations that would improve your influence and your network. How well you do in your career, family, relationship, and business is determined by your ability to think and feel. Now, while being intelligent is very important, it is difficult to go a good distance in the success journey without emotional intelligence. That's all we have for today's episode. Please share this video to others and help us meet our target of 100 shares. Thank you for watching and see you next time. This is CODAC.